Episode 1, The Day the System Woke. Zayn Ekanem sat in the third row of Class 3C, slouched in his chair, arms crossed like a barrier. The room buzzed with tension. It was Activation Day, the day every 16-year-old in Oregon received their system. It was supposed to be the day everything changed. Zayn wasn't excited, he was afraid. All around him, students buzzed with expectation. Some couldn't sit still. Others whispered guesses about what kind of system they'd awaken. Speed, lightning, brute force, mind speak, reality bending. The system ceremony sphere, a glowing blue orb suspended from the center of the classroom, pulsed as the teacher, instructor Remmel, tapped a panel beside it. One by one, Remmel said, eyes sharp behind silver-rimmed lenses. You step forward. Place your palm on the sphere. Let the truth of your soul be revealed. No bluffing. The system sees through masks. Zayn's stomach flipped. Leah Moru, the instructor called. A confident girl in a red jacket strode up and pressed her palm on the orb. A flash of fire erupted around her. System granted. Phoenix Pulse. Specialty. Combat. Plus regeneration. Tier. High class. The class burst into oohs and claps. Leah turned grinning. Zayn sank deeper into his chair. One by one, the systems revealed themselves. One boy got steel growth, his arms already twitching with metallic veins. Another girl, mirror copy, able to mimic anyone she watched for 10 seconds. Even the quietest student got Songblade, a rare sound manipulation system. And then, the room quieted. Zayn Ekanem, Instructor Remmel said. All heads turned. Zayn stood slowly. His palms sweated. Every step to the orb felt heavier than the last. Come on, Ekanem, someone sneered. Let's see your invisible man system. The class snickered. Zayn had always been invisible. The type no one invited. No one asked questions about. No one even noticed unless they needed someone to mock. He stopped in front of the orb. This is it. The system changes everything. Zayn placed his palm on the glowing blue surface. Nothing happened for 3 seconds. Then the orb flickered. Then it pulsed red, then white. Then, a golden glow surrounded Zayn like a sunrise. The room fell silent. System granted. Resolve system. Specialty, mental fortitude, emotional insight, inner growth. Tier unranked. Strength comes to those who overcome themselves. There was no explosion, no flashy power, just a calm warmth wrapping around Zayn's heart. And then, laughter. Someone snorted. What kind of system is that? Emotional insight? You gonna cry us into submission? Maybe he'll throw his feelings at us. The whole class cracked up. Zayn turned to face them, but his voice froze in his throat. Instructor Remmel, too, looked uncertain. He tapped the panel again, rereading the words. No combat traits, no tier classification. This is rare. He looked at Zayn, then away. Sit down. Zayn walked back to his seat, ears burning. Later that day, Zayn sat alone on the cracked concrete bench behind the school building, watching clouds drift. His system interface floated before him, visible only to him. Resolve system. Level 1. XP. 0-100 abilities. None unlocked. Guidance prompt. Face what you fear. Heal what you've ignored. He sighed. How is this supposed to help me? The system pulsed softly. No answers. That night at home, his mother stood in the kitchen. Zayn barely touched his rice. Everyone else got cool systems, he muttered. I got a therapist. His mom smiled faintly. Maybe that's what the world really needs. Zayn scowled. Easy to say, but in a world that only respects power, who's gonna follow someone who feels? She put down the pot and turned to him. Son, sometimes the world needs someone who stands tall. Not because they can't fall, but because they rise anyway. Zayn didn't reply. The next day, he found out just how cruel the world could be. The school was buzzing about the upcoming system combat trial, a school-wide event where students faced off to demonstrate their new powers. Zayn hadn't even unlocked a single ability. During lunch, he was cornered. 3 boys blocked the corridor. Hey, Ekanem, the leader, Jarl, grinned. He was tall with dark red streaks in his hair. We were thinking, you should volunteer to open the trial. You know, give people a laugh. I'm not interested, Zayn said quietly. Oh? Jarrell stepped closer. Did your feelings radar not sense the tension? One of the others mimicked fake crying. Zayn, help me! I'm overwhelmed with emotion. Zayn clenched his fists. Not from anger, from shame. Say something, he told himself, but the words choked. Resolve system prompt. Face what you fear. Speak up against unfairness. Optional XP plus 15. His breath hitched. He looked up. I'm not your joke, he said softly. Then louder. I'm not here for you to feel strong. I'm here to grow. And you're not my obstacle. You're just background noise. The corridor stilled. Jarrell's grin vanished. A flicker of golden light pulsed behind Zayn's eyes. Tolar's 15 XP earned. Unlock. Ability. Clarity Pulse. Temporarily clears doubt and confusion from self and nearby allies. Duration, 10 seconds. Zayn blinked. The bullies didn't notice the interface, but something in his voice made them pause. You think you're brave now? Jarrell spat. No, Zayn said, but I'm not hiding anymore. Later that week, during the system combat trial, the arena buzzed with students, parents, and scouts. One by one, students displayed their powers. Leah launched firebombs from her hands. Tai blitzed through the stage at blurring speed. Amara, the silent top student, exploded a boulder using her blaze circuit system with ease. Then came Zayn's turn. Whispers filled the crowd. Oh, it's the therapy boy. Does he even do anything? Instructor Remmel hesitated before calling him forward. Zayn Ekanem, face, Cadet Bren. Bren was known for his Sound Crush, a sonic-based power that disoriented opponents with high-pressure blasts. The match began. Bren smiled wickedly. Ready to cry? He launched a wave of sound that made the air shimmer. Zayn's ears rang. He dropped to a knee. Resolve prompt. Don't retreat. Anchor. Stand your ground. Face the wave. Bloodhunting XP. Zayn forced his body to steady. He remembered his mom's words. Rise anyway. He activated his new ability. Clarity Pulse. Activated mental interference negated. Focus enhanced. Suddenly, the sound around him dimmed, like he was underwater. Calm. He stood tall. Bren hesitated. What the? Zayn stepped forward. You're angry, he said, but not at me. At yourself. What? You hide it with noise, but you're scared of silence, because then you have to hear your own thoughts. Bren flinched. 10 XP. Insight breakthrough. Resolve system sync. Opponent's emotional state stabilized. Bren's power faltered. The sound waves stopped. He stared at Zayn, stunned. Instructor Remmel stood up slowly. Winner? Zayn Ekanem. Silence, then. Applause. Hesitant, then louder. Real. Zayn turned, not smiling, but standing taller than ever. End of episode 1. Resolve system. Level 2. XP, 45,200 new skill unlocked. Anchor state. Become immune to mental attacks when centered on personal truth. Darn, 5 seconds.